Okay, quick Thursday morning radar update. And as if by magic, the sun always comes out just as I start one of these. So I'll just close the blind so I can see my screens. Yeah, continuation today. Nice. DAX a little bit behind, but UK has punched the opening range highs. Small caps, FTSE 100 through, 250, kind of coiling sideways there a bit. DAX coiling. Pretty good day in the Russell yesterday, small caps, and the Qs holding up quite well. Inside inside day on the Qs, Nasdaq virtually an inside day on the SPY, and it's just sideways on the Dow. Well, let's quickly have a look at the transports. Transports still weak, not agreeing really, and the DAX just coiling there, little bull flag. So let's jump into these markets. What's moving today? Metal strong again. Dollar just drifting off yesterday. That's yesterday. This is a little bit of prediction on today's forward opening price. Ignore that one. And the pound moving up from that reverse vol area. It's 50% into the range there now. So, what's moving today in the portfolio? WATR. Another good report on that. Hopefully it can get through. It's been bumping against this respecting one of the few round numbers I kind of look at myself. When it comes to round numbers, £1 and £10 are kind of meaningful, more meaningful than most, I would say. So a little bit of off-piste on round numbers there. So we're through the highs on this, new all-time highs in the history of the world. High five to those who are riding this one. From the first little cheat, I know a few of you are still riding this, plus 260%. I got involved down here off this sort of base area. I'm up 200% on this. And November, December, January, March. Then, 200% in 9 months, whatever. I'll take that every day. SUR bumping against the level here as well. This one's up 75% from entry in 8 months. I'll take that every day. So, CER, we really needed this this pullback in this. It was just getting, I don't pick tops in things, but it was over 100% out of the last base, and this is good action. Good little move down to mean trend, and we'll see how that goes. So let me just move out of this and move, cursing my own positions. I always think if I pump my own sort of positions, it will reverse and bite me on the ass, which could be true in a lot of cases. We should have traded 27% to be on average volume. We're on a pretty good volume in the large caps today. As for leadership, financials, a few construction stocks in there. Financials being the main leaders. BAE broke out of that little base, didn't it? Well, it was a big base level. It was a big level. Efficient stock. I'm not a trend follower of big, thick, efficient stocks. Where did we see it last? Well, we saw it on the swing day here, and out of the swing day it's made a really good move as well for what it is. It's a very very efficient kind of main market stock, as is Lloyd's as well. So we saw that on the swing screens a couple of times. It would have, a shallow pullback would have failed, deeper pullback would have rolled over and failed, and then it comes down into a previous level. and off it goes. But the banks en masse all left from here. Some were in pullbacks, some were in right sides of bases. So let me just buzz through these. I'm already off piste, as I always am. FAN continues. VLX is on volume today. Obviously, it's gone through a report today. Looks okay, right side of a base. You can see, you know, trail and add potential above all-time highs for me. Let's move on. Just going to fly through these and get into the small caps. IPX continues. Lion Trust, obviously one of it always is one of the best. Lion Trust. It's always hit my growth screens, and it's just a very low beta. You know, the stocks Lion Trust invests in are the ones you want to. You know, that you find the beta in the stocks rather than in the basket. Is probably a good way of explaining that. Low beta. Polymetal bumping around. You know, these gold hasn't been in play for I don't know how long. Idea moving back up there, still riding it. You can see the arrow. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. See the arrow I got involved from down here. So not broken trend on my time frame yet. Still. What, you sat through that? Well, yeah, the trend is still up. Look at the time frames. You know, it's rising over 10 months. It's rising over 5 months. It just went into correction bull for a short period of time here, and now it's back up. So, you know, what's your time frame? Mine's ride trends, primary trends on in small caps. So, moving on from that. Obviously, this one's an AIM 100 now. Long may it continue. Into the small caps. Should have traded 27% to be on average volume. That will be about 37 to be on conviction. Is that right? 40 to be on conviction. Industrial metals, oil and gas being the main leaders, and financials bringing up the rear. Just going to buzz through these. SUR, obviously I'm in that one. Hopefully that can break out today. I'm going to punch it in. We're going to see where it is. It's still number 16 in the GTRS for the whole of the UK stocks I follow. So it ticks a lot of boxes for me, that one. Hopefully it can do what CER did. Pumping my own book, talking my own book. I take that back. We'll see where it goes. To lose less on Phoenix Copper. High five to those riding that. It is a POS, but lose less. Hopes and dreams. CTP. Calculated total punt. WATR. There it is. This one's had a bid on it, hasn't it? I'll just. Yeah, it ticked, you know, it ticked all thresholds, didn't it, on the GTRS. Move through these. PTO resources. Another POS. Same. In fact, a little bit different than the POS. Just having a quick buzz through these. SAR. GAL. This was probably the only gold stock what looked any good to us, and it's wouldn't have made you much in reward to risk terms either. You know, even though it's 100% out of that little cheat, it still wouldn't, you know, 100% of what, you know, they need wider stops, but if it continues, yeah, happy days. But it's the only one we've really looked at a couple of times. There might have been two, but I think that was the better looking one of the few. ELCO. Software one, isn't it? Bit light on the GTRS, that one wouldn't fit a peg screen, but I know some of you guys are riding it from down here, so starting to sort of get paid, I would say. Happy days. Okay, that's today's look through the volume leaders. Market's been grinding for some time. I'm close to all-time highs again now. I've seen you know, it's volatility in big winners what's been holding me off all-time highs the last couple of weeks, and literally 2 weeks ago I bumped into all-time highs, and then everything went down on the same couple of days, didn't it? So similar vol to a few of you guys who've been messaging me, and but huge winners. The vol we've seen is nothing compared to the, you know, the trends we've had on the table. So probably got chopped out of a few trades here and there, a few people, but you know, weaker ones will disappear off your, you know, hit your stop, and better ones will emerge. The ones you don't get chopped out of, what, you know, trade ad points, you will move that money into ad points, compounding in real time. You know, none of this hindsight nonsense. You know, you got to step up, trade the right hand edge, and compound the account. And by culling losers, adding to winners, you know, every time you sell a loser, you liquidate a loser. Every time a winner hits your stop, you know, your compounding goes up, your portfolio balance goes up, you trade at a new level. When a losers should be little, winners should be big, and the compounding effect of that is what stair steps your portfolio higher. Okay,